have mentioned already that the word mistake has been used a few times already. We do make mistakes, all managers make mistakes. We're certainly no exception. I think we owe this young man an apology, because I think everybody would agree that he was most effective, and so was the team, when he played up front. Now, he did have the odd game up front early in the season, but he tended to play mainly in midfield. He played quite well in midfield, played well. But later on in the season, he was pushed up front. The Crew away game, I believe, was the first one he played up front in this spell. And he had the chance to show us what he could do up front. And he showed, well, he gave the team an extra dimension up front there, because he was another one who was prepared to chase every ball. I don't know if anybody knows this, but this person is also, I think, the 7th best cross-country runner in Stockport, which is a volley, because he ran the metro race. I think he finished 7th, that was rare. He certainly finished well ahead of Hughes in that game. Matthew, we saw you know. But it prompted the start of a good run. We won that semi. We drew 0-0 with Flint, in my opinion, the best game of the season. Great game. We beat Trafford 2-0 comfortably after that. We beat Huddersfield 4-1 quite comfortably after that. And we were playing very well. And I think this person moving into this position helped to create that run and helped the team, because it gave us that extra little bit of an option. I think you know what we're talking about now, Alex. Not many left now, so it's getting easier. Next person scored on the opening day of the season. I remember this. Broke clean through, flicked it past the keeper, no messing at all. Goal. Oh, very impressive. And then he started off. He actually enjoyed Wales, I think, this person. So I would think he's the only person in our squad who had 2 good games in Wales. Because we didn't do very well in Wales, did we? We lost the Flint and we were, well, we perhaps weren't quite ready for such a tough game. The Flint was very good, and we only had 1 game, and we were a little bit at 6s and 7s. This person had a very good game, particularly in the first half. And then we went to Wrexham. This person gave the pass of the season, in my opinion, his second goal. Not many people might remember it, but I remember it. Brilliant pass. This person is also, I think, a member of the team. I would like to have to tackle him when he's got the close control of the ball. Very, 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 very tricky with the ball. If he was at Tameside, he must have hit about 7 players in the 18-yard box, and then missed from about an inch. But we're not going to get the miss. Get the miss. Not to shoot to score, we'll forget the miss. But it was a brilliant piece of skill, absolutely breathtaking. Sometimes drifts a bit in and out of games, but then who doesn't? I certainly do. I thought you'd have that one. I'm sure you remember. I'm sure you can take the 6 and everything. Carl, come on. Only 2 left. On the final trial, some things again, back to the trial. I remember the final trial. This boy took the ball in the midfield, took it a few yards, looked up, smack, straight to the top corner of the goal. He's in the squad. So I made a note. This is booking. Now he began the season in midfield, but as I mentioned with quite a few other players, it took a few games to find his feet. He was playing with different people, playing against strong opponents. And I think this person was the first on it, maybe wasn't quite at his best for the first few games of the season. He then went to right full-back, made that a really good position of his own, dominated that position, played very well, got himself forward, got crosses in, plenty of shots, lovely shot against Kirby, nice repeat of that one to the top corner, wasn't it? Didn't manage any more, I'm surprised. I thought he might have got 1 or 2 more. He tried his best at Chester Street, I remember, on the score sheet. But he also filled in the left back. He also played at centre back. We would like to have given him a game in goal, wouldn't we? Yes, he did. Right back, left back, centre back. All the defence except for the goal. And midfield and sub. Didn't play up front though. Go on, Michael. the last one. This person knows that we do this because he was here last year. Now, early in the season when we're chopping and changing the team, this young man who is primarily a defender, he did it a little bit like Michael. He had to play in different positions. He played in midfield, he played centre forward at Leeds. And he was giving his all wherever he was playing. In fact, he even played a few games with a broken toe, but he still played on. And tonight brings the curtain down on this person's 2-year association with the side, in which he's demonstrated a high level of skill, and commitment and quality. And I can't quite read this mark actually. Can't quite read what you put. But he's a very, 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 very dependable captain. I think early in the season, particularly when other people, well, I've mentioned several times, a little bit at sea and weren't quite sure what was expected of them, this person had to be solid, he had to be sound, he had to encourage other people. And he does it in a very quiet way. He's not a loud captain. He's a quiet captain, but he does it effectively. He's been a quiet captain tonight, but very effectively presented those flowers on in a quiet way. He's a lovely kiss, yeah. But he's a quiet captain. He's not the character performer we shout, but he does encourage and he leads by example, which is important. Good attitude, very rarely missed training, very rarely late to matches, etc.
You have to learn to stand in front of the line when you defend
Yeah.
the window.
I didn't want to mention that. I think it's fitting that the captain should be the person who receives the trophy. He's played for 2 years, he's probably played more than 50 games for Stockport for him. Not many people play more than 50 games for Stockport in 11, but he certainly has. Not scored too many, have we, Mark? But there you go, never mind. That's not your job. You scored against Charlie, didn't you? And you scored against Wrexham last year. I do remember that one as well. But that's not really your job, scoring the goal. It's your job at the other end. You've done it most effectively. But come on, Mark. You, but I'm quite hungry and I'm quite thirsty and I'm hoping that things are going on. I will distribute these. There are enough for 2 per family. If you want any more, I can always get some more photocopies. The school photocopy, I'm sure our school will be very pleased to do. But I say it just has all the results and so on, and how many games you played, and how many games the team as a whole played and how we've done. I think we have had a good season. We've won more games than we've lost, just about. I mean, 3 losses at the end is a bit of a shame, I suppose, but I don't think that should be allowed to overshadow what's been a very good season. As you've seen, we were joint winners of the Cheshire Cup. We were the area winners of the Adidas Predator, and we got to the North West final. Unfortunately, we perhaps didn't do ourselves justice, but the standard was exceptionally good at all. And the other trophy that the children have received, and I know 1 or 2 people have already been told about this, curiously enough, was the runners-up in the Manchester League.
Very well.
Now, we did extremely well to get runners-up in the Manchester League with a very strong contenders, 3 teams there altogether, and we finished second. This dates back, actually, to when there were 6 or 7 teams in the Manchester League. Salford, Manchester, funny enough, used to be in the Manchester League, and Oldham and so on. But there's always been a winners' trophy, and there's always been medals for the runners-up. So although we didn't actually win the league and we finished second out of 3, we still get a trophy. Our record in the Manchester League, for those who can't remember, we played 2, won none, drew 2, lost none, 4 none, against none. So solid. All other details of such things are in here. I'll come round while we're eating and I'll make sure you've all got the copies to take home. If you need any more for relatives or keepsakes or whatever, I'll run some others off for you. I believe we're getting together sometime in June.
Yeah.
24th, is it?
Yeah.
We went belly dancing last year. This year, apparently, we're having plates in a Greek restaurant. So if you need any extra copies, I can always bring them along later.
Before you,
Oh, very cool.
I've been appointed by Neil, actually, as the elder statesman.